All right, y'all, we're back with a pretty fun video we're gonna do here today. This is the Santa's Best 360 LED tree. You guys go back, check out the other video when I first got them. It worked out great for me for a little while. After about 2 weeks, a couple of the strands went out on this tree. And my wife was like, oh, return it, return it, return it. And I was like, nah, I'm gonna keep it because I got it on such a good deal. I bought this one on an open box, on clearance type of deal. And I got this tree for extremely cheap. Now, once I posted that video, I got a few questions about the tree. And I noticed the top question was, have you had any light strands go out on it? Well, actually, yes, I did. So that tells me I started doing some research, and people all across the country have bought this tree for anywhere between $400 and $700, right? And some people say it lasted 1 year and then the strands went out and blah, blah, blah. Well, we're gonna fix that today. So this is the tree in the background. Later on, I'm gonna show you all the 200 functions of the tree, how we have it set up, and we're gonna go from there. So let's get ahead and get started with the video, and let's help a lot of people out, right? So here's the tree. And the problem is, it's the controller. It's the controller that they made for this tree. It does not support the 496 individually addressable LEDs on this tree. So what we did was we took the controller apart, and it ran on an SD card. So we put the SD card in a computer and we put it in a Mac, Windows and Mac, and the disk was blank. So that tells me the disk fried out somehow, whether it would be water or whatever the case may be. It's a simple 5-volt input. I'm still using that input, but we added our own controller as well as the signal amplifier to run all the lights at the same time without any voltage drop. As you can see, everything's perfectly white. Looks amazing. So let's go ahead and go straight to the tree, and I'll show you guys. So here, right here, would have been the end of one strand and the beginning of another strand. And it had all these 3-prong plugs, just like this. And they're all oxidized, colorized, all that good stuff. So what we did was we took these off. The whole strand that goes around the bottom, we took it out, threw it in the garbage, and cut all these prongs off. So right here, we fed each strand to each other, and they're clearly marked. It has positive and a negative, and then obviously the data would be in the middle. So that was super simple to tie them together. This is just electrical tape. This is my setup run. Obviously, I'm gonna go back and heat shrink everything and make sure everything's tight and good. Another thing that a lot of people said that the LEDs were not waterproof on this tree. Well, they are. I'm telling you right now, the LEDs are waterproof. That was not the issue. It was these connectors, how they tied in, no rubber seals, and it was frying out the control box. That's my best, I don't know. That's what I come up with, guys, because everything works right now and we're good to go. So like I said, we cut off the whole strand along the bottom. So it ran wire all the way around 360, and it had those connectors plugged into here. And then you plug the 5-volt input power adapter into one of those T things, whatever. But either way, we took those out. So now we came over here and I added the SP901E, which is my signal amplifier, and I added the SP105E magic controller. Now this is the same exact setup I'm using running my house, so check out that video. All the lights on the house are run the same way, exactly using this. So when it comes to showtime next year, everything's going to be exactly the same, right? So I'm using the same controllers on everything. I'm using the same splitters, and everything's going to be the same color. I plan on doing a little bit more, but we'll get through there later on in the year. But I just wanted to show you guys what I did. So on the signal output, I put wire to the first strand of the lights, and then the last strand of the lights that went all the way around, right? So I power injected the beginning of the tree and the end of the tree. Then you come back here, I power injected the middle of the tree. So when I did the first strand and the last strand, my whites weren't coming out that clear, right? So when I power injected the middle, everything seemed to work out just fine. Let me set up this camera back again. So when I power injected the middle, it worked out just fine. Everything played as it should. Now this tree also, just like, check out my other videos on the permanent lights, I run this tree from my phone. So I can change all the colors, do what I gotta do. And that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the light off and we'll finish talking. So, as I'm talking, you guys could check out all the different functions that it's gonna go through. But, so here's where this is gonna really help people out. If you have the tree, great. You could fix it for around $25, and it's gonna do way more than what you ever expected, and you're not gonna have the issues of the tree burning out. Now you might say, well, the controller is not waterproof. Sorry. You say the controller is not waterproof. Well, later on in the year, as I'm going through my setup and figuring out what I'm gonna do next year, it's gonna be super simple. I'm gonna put all that stuff in a waterproof box, put it right under the tree, and run power right to the box. And that's it, I'll be done. Now the best part is, yesterday I was looking on Facebook Marketplace, and I seen one of these trees have sold for like 50 bucks. So think about it, guys. 496 LED pixels cost you about $120 if you were to buy just the pixels. Well, here you get the metal frame that looks really, really good in the daytime and the nighttime. So it doesn't look like a bunch of mess on your front lawn. You get 496 individually addressable pixels, which for you guys that like to program, you can make this tree do anything you want with some programming. So when you start programming this tree, you know, it's exactly like what you're gonna build, but literally, if you could find this tree for even $100, I've seen this tree sold at multiple places. So it's Santa's Best, the holiday thing from Walmart, what am I trying to say? Home Depot. They sell this tree. And then there's another place I seen, Aurora Lighting, I think it is, Aurora Lighting. I'll leave the links to all these trees. I'm pretty sure that all these companies are getting these trees back quite often, to be honest with you, because the controller is so poor. So if you can get this tree, let's say $100 off of somebody. Oh, I even seen it at the hardware store. Ace Hardware store sells this tree also. So if you guys can find this on clearance or something, or they got one that stopped working that was on display, $50 to $100, then you put $25 into it, you're talking about 360 individually addressable pixels, a really, really nice metal frame for $125, and you can program it any way you want. This tree's $400 to $700. Even if you built it, it's not going to look as good as what this product actually was designed for. The only problem is it was a poor design. But for $25, we could fix it, right? So hopefully this helps out a lot of people. Hopefully this video helps out a lot of people with whether they already have this tree and they were looking for a way to fix it and can't get the parts. I've contacted numerous companies. I've contacted Santa's Best, never heard back. I went to Walmart, I went to Home Depot and asked them about, hey, how do I get parts for this thing? And they were like, oh no, there's no parts. Well, that means there's a whole lot of these trees out there that people think are broken that we could pick up do our own thing, and we have a fully custom LED pixel tree, right? So I just wanted to show you guys, I picked up some regular LEDs, right? And I know this video is kind of long, guys, bear with me, all right? I mean, I'm trying to get all the information in there. If you were to buy individually addressable pixels, this is what they look like. Then you got to put them, you got to hang them somehow on the tree. Then you got wires running all over the place. Well, to me, that's not, for one, if I put it on my front lawn like that, my wife would be like, take it down, because I have stuff everywhere. So, you know, this tree is aesthetically pleasing. It looks great, and you can do everything you want. So those are the individually addressable pixels. And now this fully custom LED pixels in a green strand. They go in here and they just clip on the tree just like that. So it's really nice looking. It's not an eyesore, and it does everything you need to do. So that's pretty much about it, guys. I'm not sure if I covered everything in this video, but as always, you know, I'm here to answer questions, and hopefully, you know, we can get the right answers. But that's it, guys. I'm going to end the video here. As always, I appreciate you guys stopping by to check out the video. I hope everybody's staying safe, and I hope to see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.